took over from Otsuka Sensei in teaching the true essence of Wado and established the Wado International Karate Do Federation. In the video you're about to watch, you will see the true teachings of Otsuka Sensei as passed on to Master Suzuki. This, the first in the series of videos, covers the grading syllabuses for 8th and 7th Q and is a reference for instructors as well as students to learn the correct techniques of true Wado. We start this video with some advanced exercising for stretching the legs. These exercises can be performed alone or with a partner. It is always better to practice with a partner as they are more likely to push your stretching further past your limit. Also remember, it is just as important to stretch after a lesson as well as before, as a good warm down can keep the body supple and avoid injuries in later life. Here we will look at the stances in Wado. Hai Shikodachi. Here the feet are together. Musubadachi. All stances start from this. The feet are apart with the heels together. Shizentai Hajichi Dachi. From Musubadachi, first move the left foot, then the right into Shizentai. Then to go back to Musubadachi, you perform the same sequence, left then right. Jigatai. This is slightly wider than Shizentai, and the feet should be positioned just past the shoulder width. Shikodachi. From Jigatai, just bend the knees and drop your body weight down to a seated position. Here the feet are facing out. Tiji-dachi. Front foot straight forward with the heel square with the back foot heel. Back foot facing 45 degrees, body weight to the front leg. Zenkutsu-dachi. Both feet facing forward. Back knee straight but relaxed, front knee bent. Kokutsudachi, front foot flat to the floor and facing forward. Weight 60% to the back. Back foot facing 90 degrees. Saishan Dachi, a wider stance. Front leg bent with the foot facing inwards. Back leg also bent with the foot facing forwards. Toes in line with the arch of the front foot. Tate Saishan, both feet facing the same angle, but be careful not to twist too much. Kibidachi, this stance is like a horse riding stance. Knees open and inner thighs squeezed inward. Weight should be in the center and the feet facing slightly inward. The correct distance the legs should be apart are shown here. Only one fist width when kneeling to the floor. Here are some bad examples of this stance. Shoman no Nikowashi. Body facing forward, weight 60 to 70% to the back. Front foot forward, heel up. Hanmi no Nikowashi. Body facing 45 degrees. Front foot forward, heel up. Back foot at facing 90 degrees and both heels square with each other. Body weight should be 60 to 70% to the back. Mahami no Nikowashi. Body facing 90 degrees. Front foot forward, toes turned slightly inwards, heel up. Back foot, both heels square with each other. Body weight should be 60 to 70% to the back. There are many more stances in Wado karate, which we will go into in greater detail in our further videos. Here we have dealt with just the basic. When making a fist, start by closing the fingers and curling them inwards towards your palm. There should be no gap between the palm or the fingers. Then cross the thumb over the back of the fingers. Sonobuzuki. This training is to teach the students how to punch sharp and correctly and focus the power from the center of the body and not from the shoulders. Note the turning of the fist at the end of the punch. This focuses the power at the end of the technique through the first two knuckles, and also the twist helps cause more pain to your opponent as the fist makes contact and turns against its target. At the beginning, the hands should stay open and only close at the end of the punch. Then immediately the hands should open again. This helps you to relax and focus the power only on contact with the target, forcing all the power from the center of your body. This training is very important as it is the basis for all punching and kicking techniques. Practicing this technique will help you in understanding all the other techniques in karate. Shaikan. When performing this punch, the fist is fully twisted. The power comes from the body's movement. As the foot lands, the movement of the body weight going forward is focused into the punch as it makes contact with its target. Tate Ken. Here the wrist is only half twisted, as your opponent is too close for a full strike. The power comes from the body's movement forward combined with the hip twist. Agezuki. This is used for very close contact and is the same as the uppercut in boxing. It is important to use the hip twist to create the power needed to make this punch effective. Huraken. Here you are striking with the back of the fist. To do this technique, you must keep your hand loose and snap the wrist on contact with the target, keeping the technique fast and sharp. Shuto. This is a knife hand attack. With this strike, you must hit the target with the edge of the hand. The exact point of impact is between the end of the little finger and the start of the wrist. Haito. When performing this strike, we use the ridge of the hand by making a fist, then raising out the first finger supported by the thumb against the second finger, giving a larger striking area. Nagadaka Ippon Ken. This strike is a one-knuckle strike. From the fist position, raise out the middle finger and support it with the thumb. Shute. This is a very powerful strike, using the heel of the palm. It can also be used as a block as well as a strike. Tatsuo, a hammer strike, using the bottom of the fist to strike a downward blow. This can also be performed with the hand in Shuto position, the classic karate chop. Empi, a close quarter strike, using the elbow moving forward. This is a very hard and powerful technique. Tate Empi. Here the elbow is used in a downward strike. Yoko Empi. This elbow strike is used as a sideways strike across the body. Ishiro Empi. Now the elbow is used to strike against an attacker from behind. Yohon Nukute, a spear hand attack. The fingers close together, stretched out, with the thumb inside the palm. Nihon Nukute, two fingers stretched out for an attack to the eyes. Maigeri. It is important to note, when kicking Maigeri, to keep the instep straight and the toes back, and strike with the ball of the foot. Mawashigeri. Raise the leg first at the start of this kick. Do not throw the kick from the hip. Then twist the hip to strike at the target. This creates the power and speed needed to make this kick effective. But remember, it is just as important to bring the kick back just as fast, keeping the technique sharp. This kick can be performed using the instep or the ball of the foot. It is only recently that Mawashigeri has gained its popularity, as years ago, back in Japan, it was hardly used in training, with the preferences to Maigeri and Sokoto. Ura Mawashigeri. This is the reverse of Mawashigeri, striking with the bottom of the heel, but for safety reasons and competitions, the flat of the foot is used. Ishiro Mawashigeri. A very difficult kick to perform, but extremely powerful, combining the weight and speed of the body spinning around and striking with the heel. But again, for safety reasons, the flat of the foot is used. Uchi Mawashigeri. This kick comes from the inside and strikes out with the instep, coming inside and under your opponent's guard. Sokuto Geiden. A misconception of Sokuto is to strike with the ridge of the foot. This is not the case. It is the heel that makes contact with the target. Another mistake is to first raise the knee, then kick. When kicking Sokuto, you must execute the kick straight away, using the hip twist and keeping the back straight, snapping the kick and relaxing straight after impact. Shirogeri. When kicking, keep the back straight, pushing your hips forward into the kick, and strike with the heel. Nidangeri. The first kick is a fake. On the second kick, the knee is brought up high to the chest, then kick. It is important to remember, this kick is for height, not for distance.